Hey everyone, Arthur Fantastic here. It is about to be KC 44 Mexico City, which I believe is right before the UFC Mexico City card as well. So they've got that scheduled together as they did in Las Vegas for KC 43. I'm going to share my picks today, and my picks are uninformed and off the cuff. So I believe I'm going to name this series Arthur Fantastic's Ignorant Picks. I'm gonna kick friggin' Karate Combat 44 for this one, right? So I'm gonna go through my very pedantic uh, fighter selection. Now, I didn't really look this time in the Discord, but for anyone who's interested, involved in the Karate Combat community, you're gonna want to go to the Discord for Karate Combat, the Karate Combat Discord. I will put the link in the description below if you're interested. Arthur Fantastic on there if you want to say hi. And yeah, there's your plug for Discord, boys. This is my picks, which I will give you my reasoning as I do it, but it's not going to be great. This first fight, main card, I'm going to start from the top, go to the bottom, because that's the best way to clean, right? I suppose building would be from the bottom to the top, but I'm not building anything. This is ignorance, so let's start it ignorantly. So, first one, Eric Perez versus Iogen Chelmaya, all right? So, I'll start first with this gentleman's name. I don't want to fucking butcher it. Chelmaya. He's 5-1. He's 135 pounds, which is the weight class, obviously. Let's go to his fighter web page. That's where I meant to go the entire time. Thanks, guys. This is why this is Arthur's Ignorant Pants. I'm fucking blazed up and ready to go. Here we go. So he's got a great record, but he's just coming off of a loss, which we saw right here, against Mizra Bek Taib. That was at 41. I don't even recall that fight. It's been a while. But I did watch that card. Chalmaya has been training Wado Ryu karate since he was 4 years old. Oh, he's a Wado Ryu practitioner. Okay, so that's pretty badass. Wado Ryu is no joke. They go full contact pretty much all the time. He is, and it's like basically a full, almost complete system. You know, everything is, nothing is 100% complete, but it's a pretty good system. He is a very accomplished athlete, having won the WKC European and World Championships in karate. Okay, he's also an Irish amateur boxing champion, Irish ITF Taekwondo champion. Oh wow, and represented Ireland at the European and World Championships in amateur MMA. Yogan is currently working on completing his PhD in engineering. Excellent, excellent. Congrats to this boy. While competing in Karate Combat in Season 3 of Karate Combat, he became the first bantamweight champion in Karate Combat history. Okay, let's go back and let's go see Eric Goyito Perez. Did I miss his? Did this guy have an no nickname? But he is from Ireland. Looks like he's got the Irish flag right here, guys. Wow, that was not a very good circle. Oh wow, I'm getting this. That's the problem. Okay, there we go. He's an Irish native. We're fighting in Mexico City, and the main event opponent, who's making his debut, is Eric Goyito Perez. We see that he's got the Mexican flag right there, right, guys? We see this? Let's put the arrow. You see that he's got the Mexican flag right there? Okay. All right. Going to his bio because he doesn't have all that other stuff. No video, no footage. Eric Perez grew up in Villa Española, neighborhood of Nuevo León, Mexico. His martial arts journey would begin in Sanda, okay, where his youth would become the number where in his youth he would become the number one competitor in Mexico. Eventually he would move to Albuquerque, New Mexico after having someone pull a gun on him at a party. Wow. It's there he would start training full time at the famous Jackson Wink Super Camp. All right, guys, he trains at Jackson Wink. He would work his way up to fighting in the UFC and become the first Mexican born fighter to ever compete in the organization. He would become well known for walking out in a lucha libre mask. However, he almost was not allowed to. It was only after explaining the significance of the mask in Mexican culture to Dana White that he was able to. From the Mayan warriors of old to the luchadors he grew up watching, this has been his signature look for Mexican warriors. He too wears his mask as Goyito Perez to inspire the next generation of Mexican warriors. Now he aspires to show karate world that what Goyito power is all about. Now he trains in Monterrey, Mexico, working for the government, making MMA development gyms accessible to the entire public, and with the purpose of removing young people from laziness and adapting and supporting them to develop as good people in conjunction with his career. He is also developing a new professional team where he is training with Galleito Flores and Levi Marroquin, who also made their Karate Combat debut at KC44. Oh, so he's somewhere in the card too. We'll have to look at that. I might have to change my fucking choices here. Okay, so here we go. His karate style, lucha libre. I fucking love it. Professional wrestling fan here, of course, guys. He's the hometown boy. He's from Mexico. He's fighting in Mexico City. He's fought in UFC, so he's got credentials. And he is I just like the backstory. The backstory sounds like a anime. It sounds like ultimate anime. He's got like, I want to show the power of of the luchadors, and he's got that on his back. And I just want to go back and check out the style of Jamaya Wadario. Okay, so I just want to give him credit where credit's due. He's a Wadario practitioner, totally badass. Great backstory too. I'm just gonna give it to Eric Perez. He's the hometown kid. He trained at Jackson Wink. He's got the luchador spirit, which is totally awesome. The lucha spirit, I love it. So we're going to move on to the next here. Let's see how long I've taken. Fuck, I talked about that first fight for 8 minutes. All right, and I just want, yeah, okay, I did pick his teammates. So all right, so I looked at Alejandro Flores, Bruno Roberto de Assis. If I'm Alejandro Flores and Bruno Roberto de Assis. I picked Bruno. He's coming off a win as well versus Tim Ha, which was a totally amazing fight. That was, oh man, go watch that fight. If you have the Karate Combat app, you can go right here and you can click on the app to watch this video. So, do yourself a favor and do that. All right. Roberto de Assis. Bruno Roberto de Assis. White Dragon. Man, that comes out straight out of like a 80s karate movie name. The White Dragon with Chuck Norris. What was that movie? Sidekicks? I got, anyway. 5-3. He's got a good record. One of the fights I thought that he had lost was pretty close. And the guys that he's losing to, Gabriel Varga, Eddie Strivers, these are top tier competitors. I'm also looking just at I'm also looking at just the betting like stats here, guys. If you see right here, this is what the percentage of the vote is, which is basically your betting odds. You can also go to any sports betting website to check the odds if you like. You can go through all the data, obviously, on Discord, which will help your decisions to be more intelligent. You can check out the sports betting, but fighting is fighting, and anyone has a chance any day of the week, and even the best guy might win 9 times out of 10 on 364 days a year, but maybe this is the day that they lose. So ultimately, you got to make your choice for your up gaming quote bet quote, because you don't lose. It's only up only. I'm putting on Bruno Roberto. I know Alejandro Flores. I've seen him before. El Gallito. Gallito. El Gallito. He's from Mexico too. He's the hometown kid. I'm going with the bet on Roberto De Cis. He is young. He's up and coming. How old is Flores? 32. Bruno is 28. Bruno's on a good run. He's on a win. I usually count that like a person who is on a coming from a loss. They and sports, um, like what sports odds makers will calculate that into a fight. You know, fighting becomes a losing and winning are habits. You know what? I'm just gonna let somebody else say it.
Winning is not a sometime thing. It's an all the time thing. You don't win once in a while, and you don't do things right once in a while. You do them right all the time. Winning is a habit. You gotta play with your heart, with every ounce of fiber in your body. I've never known a man worth the salt who deep down in his heart didn't appreciate the grind, the discipline, and to win, and to win, and to win. It is and always has been an American seal, and that's to be first, regardless of what we do. There's no room for second place. There's only one place, and that's first place. I finished second twice in my time, and I don't ever want to finish second again.
All right. So I just want to credit Best of the Best for that quote for me to know it, because I watched it recently again. Best of the Best, one of the greatest 80s, early 90s karate movies. Watch it if you haven't. Fucking James Earl Jones, Eric Roberts, fucking Sean Penn. All right, rest in peace, Sean Penn. Is James Earl Jones still alive? Is he still alive? I hope so. Anyway, on to the next. Shazib Rin and Marco Kubas. This is a pretty easy choice for me. Shazib is like a friggin' lightning bolt. He is absolutely on fire. He has the 3 wins have been absolutely devastating. It happened so quick, so fast. And this guy's only got up to go. So I mean, this guy's making his debut. Let's check it out. Let's check him out. Give him a little shout out here, Marco Kubas. Or Kubas? I'm Marco. I don't want to fuck anybody's name up. Oh, okay. All right. No info. Karate style, nil. I'm sure there's more information on him out there. Shout out to that guy. And I'm just thinking about his last fight. This guy, his last fight, as a KO. Oh, I mean, I don't mean to ruin it for you, but he didn't lose. He's got 3 wins in a row. He had some unanimous decisions, but those fights were also pretty good. I'm gonna give it to him. 3 wins in a row. Wins a habit. Yeah, going on here, Efrain Escudero versus Rafael Alves. If you go to the information here, once again, he doesn't really have a bio here for some reason. Even though Efrain Hecho en Mexico Escudero is a bit of a MMA legend. When the Ultimate Fighter was like still pretty red hot. He won season 8 when it was still on Spike TV. So when it was still on Spike TV, they were still doing good work. Um, and 8 is a very early season. That's when it was doing well. I'm on my other phone here and just trying to look up what he's got here. His style is wrestling. Okay. He's got a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu under John Crouch. None of this information is obviously on screen. I'm sorry. Let me go to so we see him. He's a little bit older now. He's 38. NCAA wrestling. Okay. He had a fight as recent as last year. He lost that fight, but he won the one fight before that. Escudero is just like I would say he 100% has that dog in him, and that is why I chose him. Looking at his opponent, Rafael the Turn Alves, looks in great shape. He's also making his debut uh, in karate combat. He looks like he's in great shape. He's 33, so he's a little bit younger. He's from Brazil. I'm just going to give it to Efrain Escudero once again because he's from Mexico. I know everybody's going for Rafael Alves. The 22% that are with me, they see something. I only put 500 coin on it. I might change that amount. But it is my reasoning. You know what I mean? I didn't put that much on it, so not as much disappointing. Here we go. Levi Marroquin El Negro versus Andre Ewell, the Afro Samurai. I've seen the Afro Samurai fight. I believe he. Let's see if this. Okay, yeah. Andrew Ewell is a lifelong martial artist who trained in Taekwondo for 7 years and Shorin-ryu for 9 years under Coach Sam for 7 years. He started fighting professionally for 2 reasons, both related to getting kicked out of his first son's life. First reason was he had to do everything he could do to be someone that no one could say no to. The second reason was to be able to look at the judge and prove to the court his value, that he wasn't useless. Being a great fighter, he knew was that pathway forward. All right, Shorin-ryu. Quick fact: Shorin-ryu is basically, you know how English has romanization of words. You might say that this is the Japanese romanization, I'll use that loosely, of the word Shaolin. So it's Shaolin style. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. And that is why this is Arthur's Arthur Fantastic's ignorant picks. I believe I've seen him fight before. That's so interesting, but it's not talking about an MMA career or anything like that. Let's see. I think it might have been a bare knuckle fight. I like the Hebrew. Oh, let's see here. He's got a very cool Hebrew tat on his chest. I think that's very nice. He's got almost Charlie Chaplin. You know what I mean? Middle-aged Michael Jordan, a certain German painter, a certain German painter. But yeah, the reason why I am going with Marroquin El Negro is, oh, whoops, I clicked it again, gotta hold down on the button, is because he is, once again, the hometown. There's something about being from somewhere that just makes you more powerful. I don't know what it is. That is that. Just people, that is that. That's why I give it to him. I know Andrew Ewell is a good fighter. I like his Hebrew tattoo. But I'm going with El Negro here. And if he proves me wrong, I will become an Ewell fan with his Charlie Chaplin mustache. Okay, so the next fight is Fabricio Escarega. Oh man, let's see, where is he from? Yeah, okay. Escarega. Okay, Fabricio Escarega. Okay, El Cachojo. Cachorro. El Cachorro. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure that's why I picked him. Let's go look at his fight page. In Portuguese, it'd be El Cachorro. El Cachorro. But in Spanish, it's El Cachorro. El Cachorro. Am I saying it right? I hope so. Otherwise, I'm fucking embarrassing myself. This guy, he's got a cool stance. What is his style? Let's go to his page. He's 2-1. He's on a win, coming off a win. Ooh, his style is Kudo. Cool. You got a backstory? We got a bio here? No bio. All right. Still. But when I look at this guy in the picture, and this is why this is Arthur Fantastic's Ignorant Picks, and I look at this guy, I'm just like, I don't know. Though this style, this kind of looks like, what is that guy's name? Honestly, if I'm going to be, he kind of looks like the image of Matobu. Quick backstory: Matobu is the guy that actually beat the Western boxer at a public demonstration in Japan way back in the day that led to the explosion of karate. But Fukunoshi took the fucking credit, and so Matobu showed up at his gym and beat the shit out of him. And that's what this guy's pictures kind of reminds me of. Though a little caught off guard. Like, I don't know. Like, it could have been, he could have made a better picture. And so, I don't know. I'm kind of just picking off of the picture there. And the flag. Rodrigo Reyes, who's also making his debut, versus Marco Sanchez, who is an American. Middleweight category. There needs to be some talent development in the middleweight category. I only put 500 on this. I went with the majority, and that's pretty much it. I look at the guy Marco Sanchez. He does look kind of out of shape in his picture, but who knows what he's looking like now? This is why it's the ignorant picks. I'm making it pick ignorantly. This is my style. This is my formula. Here we go. I'm back right onto Shannon Hudson. Not all of these are gonna get 7-minute like diatribes. Shannon Hudson, I will spend some time talking about his last fight. He actually had lost against Shinzo Machida. Shannon the Ken Hudson is actually a martial arts legend, kickboxing legend. He's in great shape. He is the CEO of 9 Round Kickbox Fitness, Karate Combat's official worldwide fitness partner. In 2011, he became an IKF world champion with a 6-round TKO win in the light and middleweight kickboxing championships. Shannon has 70 plus professional fights under his belt and holds a 5th degree black belt in Japanese karate, Shotokan karate, a 5th degree black belt under Joe Louis fighting system, and a 4th degree black belt under the Superfoot system Bill Wallace. Quick factoid: Joe Louis is the what Capcom based Ken Masters in Street Fighter on. That's basically him, and also Benny the Jet, I believe, is, and some Superfoot, I believe, is also thrown in there. But he looks and is supposed to fight like Joe Louis. So his karate style is American kickboxing. He is definitely a karateka, so none of the cult only karatekas should fight in karate combat cultists can shut the fuck up about it. Shannon the Cannon, absolute gentleman. Watched him in the last well, in fact, we watched him live. Yeah, we watched him live against Shinzo. um I wanted Shinzo to win. I thought Shinzo win. I went back, watched it again, and I was like, whoa, I could see someone saying the Shannon won that fight. And I almost like, that was a very, very close fight. Shannon is still in great shape. He's still doing it. And his opponent, the Karate Kid, Turkjack, Massage. I'm just gonna call him Mac. He looks like he's in shape. He's young, but he's got 3 back-to-back losses. And as they say, winning's a habit, losing's a habit. So I wish him Godspeed, and maybe he surprises us. Let's look at his fighter's webpage. Check out his. I wish they had like a maybe next to his name how to pronounce his name. Poland's Turkjak is a Kyokushin karate stylist with several national and European championships to his name in karate, knockdown karate competitions. He has also competed in professional kickboxing, winning his latest bout before transitioning to karate combat by way of a textbook head kick knockout. Karate style, Kyokushin. I'm pretty sure he had good fights too, if I'm not mistaken here. Let's look at 39, 37, and 35. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he lost to Bruno Souza, who's a beast. So, I can imagine that this fight's gonna be good. But I'm hoping that Shannon gets that win. He deserves it. Maybe he wants to retire. Maybe he wants to keep fighting. I know that he is on the older side. How is he? 44. But if he wants to keep fighting, no, I'm down with that too. He's in great shape. Is that bowl done?
Yes.
Yeah, clear that up before I. Well, I'll say this. I put a lot on Shannon to fucking win this one. And it is a hope in my heart that he takes this one. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to separate my picks for IFC. Godspeed, everyone. God bless. Yah bless, really. Yah speed. I hope that y'all are enjoying this video, and if you like to see more, tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and I'll see you guys in the chat of KC44. You guys are gonna watch live, right, on YouTube? It's fucking free. Anyway, us.